Hey everyone, happy 2024. So I am not going to go to the improv tonight. No. I was going to go meet up with my friend Kayla and go put my name in the bucket and try to get up on stage. I'm not really trusting the gut right now since I'm on this new diet. It's kind of all over the place. I feel pretty good. Energy is great, but I'm having these like I woke up today with a headache. You know, having this keto flu I guess is a real thing. I felt fine the first 3 days or so. The fourth day I felt nauseous. Today's the fifth day. I woke up in the middle of the night, felt a little nauseous. Woke up this morning with a headache. I think my body's finally like hitting that ketosis. Like, it doesn't really know what to do, and so I'm going. Like, I even took 2 Advil, but I still kind of have a headache that's lingering. I did eat, had a nice big hearty lunch. But because of that, and you know, that's the thing. As a comedian and being a father and a husband, like there's so many other responsibilities. There's yard work. There's spend time with the kids, spend time with the wife, go shopping, make food, do this, do that, feed the dog, take the dogs out, clean up the dog poop. There's just so much going on. There's a lot of responsibilities, which if I turn my back for too long, then it gets pretty overwhelming because I like this morning I created a list of things I have to do, and the list is pretty extensive. So I was like, fuck, I got so much stuff to do today. But I am going to go out and get the Christmas lights off of my house. That is something I told my wife I would do. So I want to make sure she comes home and doesn't see the colored lights on the house. I do leave up the white Christmas lights around my tree and over my arch in front of my house. I've been leaving those the last few years because it's just nice illumination on the front of the house in the evening time, and it just, quite honestly, it looks nice in their white lights. So they're garden lights. They're not Christmas. But I'm gonna take down the color lights, and I do gotta do a little bit of grocery shopping today. I do want to start making some of these shorts. So I have a few different ideas for some short videos I want to shoot and edit. And so I would like to make one of those today. If I'm not going to go to the improv, how can I be productive comedy wise? And that's what I want to do. I want to make one. I don't even care if it's garbage. I'll throw it up on YouTube, Instagram Reels, whatever, and just see what happens. And then I have a bunch of like little sketch ideas that I want to do. So I'm going to keep doing that. And tomorrow I got to get out. I have to get out and do a mic. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're doing our goal meeting tomorrow. So I think I have, let's see, I got David Furnell. I'm sorry, David Hardy, and put his wife's name. Like I'm about to do it again. David Hardy, Marissa Fennell, his wife. I have Dan Green, and then my buddy Rico. So I think there's 5 of us going over goals. I've been doing that for the last 5 years since I've been in comedy. Every year I do a goals meeting at the beginning of the year. That's super important to me. Dan Green has done it with me every year, and then other people have come and gone. I don't try to exclude people, but I kind of watch them throughout the year. And do they fall off of comedy? Do they get distant from me? Do they stop communicating back with me when I send them messages and stuff like that? So it doesn't mean I'm not a part of their circle or they're not a part of mine, but I like the people who I think are going to get the most out of it are the people I tend to invite and bring into the goal meeting session. There's not a lot of space. We're going to do it right here in my studio. So having 5 people is perfect. Probably could max out around 7. But that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And then hopefully get out maybe to like flashback mic or something. But yeah, let's get these lights off of my house. All right, never mind my ladder. And never mind my outfits. This is my stay-at-home plaid on plaid look. Yvonne likes to make fun of me for wearing. Yes, my wife makes fun of my outfits. She does it out of love, though. She loves me. She loves me. Oh, you know what I need, though? I need clippers. I need pliers. That's what I need. I need a pair of pliers, or a pair of dikes, or angular snips, whatever people call them these days. I know dike is not the politically correct term, but that's what we grew up calling these things. Who knows why, you know? I don't know. Seeing if my phone was still recording, because someone just called. But yeah, so we're gonna take these down today to make the missus happy. Alright? Sometimes I think about, like, man, if I would have found comedy 20 years ago, where would I be? And the answer is, I have no idea. I have no idea where I would be. But I'd probably be a lot further along in the comedy career. But would I be as happy? I don't know. I don't know if I'd be as happy. I mean, and also, like, would I have had a lot to say? I mean, I would have found something to talk about, of course. But what would I have talked about? I don't know. I don't know. But I do love this this business, man. If you're planning on getting into it, I highly recommend it. As much as, you know, what's funny is, so I was at the Improv. Excuse me. I was at the Improv, I think, 2 weeks ago, and someone got on stage, and the first thing they said was, "So, my best friend just stopped being a comedian," and the entire room busted into almost a standing ovation. It was one of the funniest things I've witnessed as a comedian in the comedy community, was seeing how everyone cheered the fact that another comedian has left the industry. And I thought it was hilarious, you know, and the more I thought about it, I was like, man, we are some dark fucks, dude. Like, it's that laughter and cheer is all based on narcissism. It's all based on doubt, on I don't know. I think it's a lot of it's lack of confidence. Like, you're cheering because you're happy there's one less hurdle for you as a comic. And it's funny and it's disturbing all at the same time. I mean, I welcome anyone to join this business, really, because to me, it's very joyful. Like, I love it. I can't imagine my life now without it. But for some people, it is pure therapy for them, and I think they just, a lot of them are in dark places, and this is their out. And this is their escapism. It's their way to talk about their issues. But at the same time, they're extremely narcissistic, which is considered a mental illness. And it's just it's pretty it's funny and it's sad all at the same time. Funny and sad all at the same time. But after 5 years of attempting to carve a space for myself in this business, I'm not gonna lie, I did find it quite humorous to see the whole room erupt in a big applause. And it wasn't like some like weak clap. It was the whole room cheering and applauding. And quite honestly, it was hilarious. It really was. We are some sick people, dude. We laugh at your pain. We laugh at your failure. We laugh at your inadequacies and your lack of skill or your fumbles or your follies. It's just pretty funny. That's what it is. Ah, man. Sorry, I'm not trying to give you guys a belly shot. So I want to get this done. Let's see, what do we got to do? Get this done. I don't know what I'm going to do next, so I might head to the grocery store. I was supposed to be editing another video for my guy Greg, but the audio is still all messed up. He sent me another copy. Thought it would be good, but it wasn't good. So I just don't know. Don't know if he wants me to keep editing it. I think it's a waste of time because the audio is pretty bad. We'll see what he says though. I'm not sure. I sent him a message because I'm kind of curious what he wants me to do. Because if he wants me to edit it, I'll edit it. But I am going to it's going to take me longer because I'm going to have to take my OCD out of the equation, I guess, and not be so particular about the edits. But I don't like doing that. Get a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to editing and trying to make a video look good. Like I want it to look good. I want it to sound good. And if that was my video, I would have just kind of threw it in the can and said, all right, moving on. Make sure we don't have that issue next time. But I can't tell a client what to do, nor do I want to tell them what to do. But it's going to make it a little more challenging. That's it. So I'm super, super excited. It's going to be a great year. It really is. Today, I ended up getting the Christmas lights down, as we discussed, and then I was able to load up my show KIDDER on Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro updated recently, and there's a lot of times when they update software and you've been using the software and you have, like, sometimes it doesn't communicate to your external drives, whatever. And I was just afraid because to be honest, I just haven't worked on it. Like I haven't put in the time on it lately. And so I was afraid I was going to go go turn on Final Cut Pro and then have it not work. And I've put in countless hours. I've put in easily 150 to 200 hours on this show. Easily. I should have been tracking it. I really have been. I really should have. Jeez, I can't talk right now. But I'm so happy I just watched it from beginning to end. I still have more shit to do, but I got it up. I'm super amped to get it done. If I can get it done by the end of January, now that I just said that out loud, I'm like, is that even possible? Because I'm going to be out of town for like 7 or 8 days for stand-up comedy. We're already almost a week into January. So I don't know. I am going to do my best to get as much done as I can by the end of January and see where we're at. Miguel hit me up the other day and he was like, hey man, how about we just put together a sizzle reel or like a trailer for Kidder and see if we can pitch that. And I thought about it, like, I don't want to do that. Like, because we have the footage. I want to shoot the damn out. Like, I want to edit what we have. All of it. Not, let me take all this footage and cut it down to 2 minutes to try to pitch. Like, no, if we have the episode, edit the episode. And it's been on me. I will tell you this. In the future projects that I direct or that I'm an actor in, I'm featured in, whatever, I'm never going to be, I'll edit it. I'm never doing that again. Editors, I don't know how you do it. I know why you guys have teams. You guys have people who do dailies, and then you bring it in, and then you start chopping it up and making it even prettier and stuff. And I'm trying to like oversimplify your job, but I know it's way more technical than that. But hell no, dude. There's only one thing I hate more than editing. It's like one of my ex-girlfriends. Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Like editing, I don't want to do it. And I'm editing for Greg Dean. But he did end up giving me footage today. And he always hits me up when I'm never around. But I finally got back to my computer tonight. I checked out the footage. The footage is good. The sound is good. I know we were talking about that on a previous video. So I'm going to be editing that. So I'm going to start working on that tonight as well. And it's going to take me a few days to get his video done. But I'm feeling great. Carnivore diet. Going good. Had my first movement today. It's day 5 of the carnivore diet. And finally went to the bathroom after 5 days. I know TMI, but I'm not getting all like detailed about any of it. But it took 5 days. But I'm feeling good. Tonight I treated myself to a ribeye. It was a thinner cut. I like that big 1.5 to 2 inch thick cut ribeye when I cook them personally. But I was like, nah, I'm going to keep it on the cheaper and go with a thinner cut because I like the meat. I like the marbling. And it was delicious. I had that and some hard-boiled eggs for dinner. When you say that, it's like those don't really complement each other, but it doesn't matter. I'm just eating meat. And I'm feeling good. You know what I haven't had, right? 1 week on the carnivore diet, I have not had to take any Tums. I usually have heartburn, indigestion every single day. Like I always have issues. I've not had any need for any Tums in the last 5 days. And that excites me. It really does. Today I had a nice jog in the park. Okay, so I was doing all the Christmas lights earlier and I was like, it just hit me. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go put a little mileage in. Just get a little exercise. So I did 3 miles. Nothing big. But I felt good and I felt like I needed to do it. And I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. Let me hear the applause. Ah! 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 Paul Rosenberry hit me up today. The show is greenlit for next week. So my first show of January will be next Wednesday at the Tilted Kilt in Thousand Oaks, California. I'm excited about that. Thank you, Paul. And we're going to be doing a lot more. Tomorrow is the goals meeting. So I'm going to, let you guys hear some of that tomorrow. But we're going to be doing the goals meeting with some of my comedy family. We'll be doing that right here. Yvonne hit me up. Like she literally hit me up an hour ago and was like, hey, by the way, Riley has an orthodontist appointment. And I was like, when? She goes, Thursday. That's tomorrow. And she's like, yeah, can you take her? I need you to take her. And I was like, what time? She said 2:50, like 10 minutes before I'm supposed to be doing my meeting because our meeting's set for 3 p.m. And I said, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not going to happen. So she said she's going to look at her work schedule and see if she can get out of work early. If not, I'm going to have to call my mother-in-law and see if she can go drive my daughter. Or worst case scenario, I call the orthodontist and say, hey, can we push it out a week or two? Like, I'll just have to push it out. But yeah, anyways, I'm excited. So I have this light above my head. It went out like 2 weeks ago, and I had extra bulbs, and I went to put in the bulbs, and those bulbs aren't working either. They're like flickering. So I realized it's not the bulbs, it's the light, it's the ballast. I've had this light up here and working with the same bulbs 15 years, easily 15 years, maybe more, maybe 16 or 17 years. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I think. And I got it for free on a film set. I was working on a film set, and they're getting rid of some lights and the fixtures and the actual bulbs. And I said, sure, I'll take some. I gave some away, put one up in my garage, and it finally died. I think I'm going to do some type of LED panel up here. I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't looked at lights in a long time. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah! Hey AI, how are you?
I am well. How are you, Chris?
Could be better. My son will not listen to his mother. I need some help. How should I punish him?
You could put Oliver in a 2-hour timeout in the corner. Or you can smash his Xbox with a 20-pound sledgehammer and make him watch. Or you could take that little bastard and put him in a cold dark room.